We were having so much fun in Calumet, we decided to stick around and learn more about this historic town. But once again, where to stay?
Now, truth be told, I've stayed at this place before, but it's so nice, I came back for more. Trust me, it's very nice.
Meet Julie and Dave Sprenger, a creative and motivated couple who years ago came up to Copper Country, bought a true Michigan gem, and polished it up for all of us to enjoy. The Laurium Manor Inn is, in a word, opulent, with enough comfort, history, and fascinating facts to fill anyone's B&B bucket list. You want to know the who, what, when, where, why, and how it all happened? Well, hold on to your puffy pillow, because Julie and Dave are about to tell us.
What condition was this home in when you bought it?
Non-inhabitable.
It had been vacant for 10 years, being stripped by antique dealers. There was no furnace. One bathroom worked.
Was the roof even intact?
Yeah, the structure as far as like the roof and the foundation were in great shape, so we were really fortunate that way. But everything else you walked in cosmetically, but the historic fabric was still there, which was really exciting because you could see past all the nastiness in the house, and
right.
That the fabric is there.
So it was built in
Started in
06.
06 and completed in 8. They moved in 8.
That's how impressive this house is. It took them that long to build it. So it was built for how much money?
$50,000, and that
A lot of money back then.
miners are making 25 cents an hour, which was a good wage back then.
Now, what are some of the fascinating facts about this home? I mean, everything from the painted ceilings to the wallpaper in the dining room.
The wallpaper, it's actually elephant hide, real elephant hide. And that's on the dining room, and the walls, the ceilings are canvas. And the house doesn't have any paper in it at all. It's all canvas or a hide of some sort.
And it's all hand painted.
The elephant hide is actually embossed and gilded too.
Oh, and the lead or the stained glass window going up the stairs, is that original?
It's a copy of the original. We were fortunate to get pictures of the original windows before they were stripped out of the house. And a local stained glass artist has been duplicating them.
Well, this is sort of like the Mackinac Bridge. You never stop painting, you never stop working on it.
Start at one end.
You guys were in your 20s when you bought it, and you're probably still working on it because it's
constant. But like I said, we were so fortunate. The house, like all those original wall coverings and the woodwork, everything was intact. They didn't paint over everything, which was a lot of houses in that era, 50s, 1950s, got painted over, and you lost all that. So when you walk in, you're really feeling like you're in a museum, time warp.
Full disclosure, I've been here before, and it's like I feel like the president when I walk in there or something.
Well, actually, Teddy Roosevelt spent a night here in 1912, up in room number 1. He was up here doing campaigning when he was the Bull Moose party.
For somebody who's staying here, just take a second to explain the experience, the rooms, the breakfast.
What we try to strive for is that people can actually live in the house. We want them to walk around with a cocktail or a cup of coffee, be out on the front porch and use the house. It's not a house where, don't put that on the coffee table. We want people to just really, truly experience, and I call it snooping. I mean, that's the fun part, is snooping around the house and really enjoying it. And then every room is private, like private bath, because a lot of people ask that, like we don't want to share a bath. Well, every room has their own private bath. And then breakfast, we really try to make that an experience too. We really try to do some creative food in the morning, and it's served from 8 to 10, so we aren't making somebody come down at a certain time because they're on vacation.
Yeah, I have to tell you, I'm so impressed with you two, just because your stay-to-itiveness and your perseverance and how you managed to maintain this beautiful landmark. I mean, it's a part of the history of this entire region. So.
And that's the fun part, is having people come in and really enjoying and submerging themselves in it. And we have a sister property, Victorian Hall, and we allow the people to go back and forth to look through both mansions. So that's kind of a fun exploring for them.
I got one last question for you two, and be honest, would you do it all over again?
If I was 29.
Well, before you didn't know any better back then. That's when most of us make our big life decisions, when we don't know any better. But for you, it worked out. I mean,
It did. We're still smiling. We're still having a really good time with it. So that, 32 years later, not a lot of people who, get into this industry, the bed and breakfast industry or the small inns, stay that long. And we're still smiling and having a good time. So I guess it's working.
it's working for me, making me smile.
The Laurium Manor Inn is yet another fun and fascinating Michigan place to stay, relax, and play. And the heap and helping of hospitality you get here makes it pretty tough to leave. But you know us, we had more exploring for you we had to do.